Did you really just waste another year? What happened to all your resolutions? All your goals? Did you even achieve half of them?
Well, neither did I. The New Year is coming up in a few days, and it begs us the question, what did I even do the past year?
Every time New Year comes around, it always makes me have an existential crisis if I spent the year right or not. This constant cycle of regretting needs to be broken. We need to remind ourselves that nobody is going to save us, and their actions have consequences. The clock is continuously ticking, and nothing is going to stop it. You regret the time you wasted, but why would you regret if you never took the first step in the first place? In fact, researchers go on to show that 23% of people quit their New Year's resolution by the end of the first week, and 43% quit by the end of January. If you want to end the cycle of regret, you need to set your mind straight and know what matters to you. Stop living your days on autopilot. You never know how much days you have left.
But how do we not waste another year?
Accept that it's going to be hard. This journey you're going to partake in isn't going to be easy. Because if you want to make the most out of your next years, you have to realize that nothing in life comes easy. No one is going to save you. In the end, we all die. But that gives us purpose. Death is inevitable. But knowing that we'll eventually die makes our time more valuable. Don't count the days. Make the days count. Know your point A and point B. Write who you are right now. Are you skinny? Are you fat? Are you lazy? Are you productive? Whatever you are, write it down. Then visualize what you want to change for the next years. Are you the type of person who has emotional teardowns almost all of the time, that wants to become a more calm down person? Write it down. Physically, what's your current body? Whatever it is, have a goal of what you want to become in the next years. Do you want a tiny waist with a fat ass? Or shredded biceps? Whatever it is, write it down. Financially, how rich do you want to be? Do you want to be a breadwinner for your family so that your family doesn't have to worry about money anymore? Or do you want to be filthy rich? Whatever it is, write it down. With whatever goal you have, you must always remember to be consistent. Consistency isn't doing that thing every single day. It's the trend of doing that thing. Like a basketball player who plays basketball for 7 days a week and takes 1 day off to chill and have a break, and then gets back on the grind immediately. That's consistency. Remember, you must always track your progress and constantly get better. Even if you don't achieve it by the end of the year, you still made progress. You might be far from your goal, but you're far from where you've started. Live outside your comfort zone. If you want to maximize most growth out of yourself, you have to stop getting comfortable. Your biggest enemy is yourself. You're the only one stopping yourself from being the best version you could possibly be. Everything is within your control. It's your decision to take action or not. Let's say a runner just won a race against Usain Bolt. The amount of work they put into beat him all became worth it. But psychologically, once a person starts to achieve their goal, they start to pull back. They start to get comfortable since they got the results that they wanted. What happens is they deteriorate. The runner stops trying to practice, goes off their diet, and the next thing you know, once race day comes, another runner who's been training every single day is gonna catch up and overtake him. Which is why we should never get too comfortable and constantly reach for progress. Never settle for mediocrity and miss out on your chance to reach your full potential. Discipline. Most people think that discipline is just obeying to some rules, but the real meaning of discipline is doing the thing that you don't want to do, knowing that it's for the better. In whatever you do in life, you must always have discipline. Like schoolwork, a disciplined person will know if there's an upcoming deadline and will choose to do the schoolwork first before using their phone. An undisciplined person will choose the phone first, leaving them rushing their homework and getting a lower grade compared to the person who did their schoolwork first. Another factor to this is, don't run on motivation, run on discipline. Let's say you just went through a bad breakup. Use your anger and frustration to work out, which is good to use as fuel, but the time will eventually come that fuel runs out. What will you rely on then? You eventually become burned out and stop going to the gym since you only ran on motivation. But with discipline, it doesn't matter if you're motivated or not. You're still going to go because you're a disciplined person. With all the tips I've given, please really consider to take them into action. Don't make the next year another year on autopilot. Make the next year your year. It doesn't matter if you see this in 2024, 2025, even in a decade. And to whoever who came across this video and really took in the information, I commend you for wanting to become better. And I wish the best of luck for you on your journey. If you really want to make a significant difference in your life, start now. Don't see yourself in a year and tell yourself, I wish I started earlier. Don't wait for regret to remind you. Start now. I really relate to this video because last year was the time I realized how much time I wasted during quarantine. Quarantine lasted for 2 years and I don't really remember making a significant difference in my life, which I really regret. It's when I started taking my actions into account because I wanted to become better and I wanted to provide for my family. These tips came from a personal experience and I hope they can benefit you as much as they benefited me. I've actually just gotten back on the YouTube scene because Silly Oral got so sad of the performance of the last video, which is why I promised to 2024 Oral that I'm going to be more consistent with my uploads and aim to reach 100,000 subscribers by the end of 2024. So, if you enjoyed watching, consider subscribing and watch me through my journey in achieving my goal.